I teach a class at the Small Business Administration for entrepreneurs who are creating strategic plans for their business. And we spend a bunch of time up front really getting clear on their vision, but I encourage them really to get much more clear on their values. What are they? What do they want them to be? I have a lot of people who say, oh, well, one of our values is fun. I'm like, great. Okay, so how do you live that? Oh, well, we have a picnic once a year and we have a holiday party. Well, I don't know anybody on earth who's going to tell me that those two things are particularly fun. A lot of people would not consider those fun. And if those are the only two things that you're doing to live fun in your business, you're probably off the mark and may or may not be one of your values. So let's say that we define innovation as one of our values. So how do we let people innovate in our business? Or do we? We should ask ourselves those questions. So whatever the values are in your business, it's really important for you to decide, how are we going to live those? What are we doing? What are our rewards programs for our employees? How are we defining our clients? Who are we taking in as our clients based on our values? How are we hiring to our values? Have we identified what those values are? Are we asking the appropriate questions when we're interviewing people? These are all ways that we live our values in the business. It's so easy to tell when an organization is not living its values. For example, if you say that you value customer service, okay, maybe that's one of your values. I don't know. I think that's kind of a lame one, but I have seen that a lot. And you go into the organization and it takes you forever to get served. Or if you happen to call the business, they have what we call business prevention services, and you can't ever actually get to a live body. That doesn't say anything that the organization actually values customer service. In fact, it's more like customer prevention. So that's a completely misaligned, unintentional culture when it comes to values. But the values in your business need to be present, almost like they're living. So whatever they might be, if it's authenticity, okay, so do we allow our employees to just be who they are, or do we have very rigid rules about how they need to look and how they need to behave and what they need to do? Let's say we value excellence, but yet we don't hold anybody accountable to what their goals are or what they're supposed to be achieving each year. You know, we let people off the hook. We say we're going to achieve something and we don't. And we sort of allow that going on. That's not an example of excellence. That's just the opposite of it. So whatever the values are in your business, live them. Figure out how to take those values and put them to work for you and not just be a fancy poster on the wall.